Hello everyone, Josh Silverman from Constant Calibrating again. I'm here with Matt Hullum, CEO of Rooster Teeth. How you doing,
Josh?
Matt?
I'm doing great, man.
So, Rooster Teeth has done a lot of growth in the last couple of years. You guys went from, for a very long time, much, I guess, like a smaller company, and you've been bringing in more and more employees, more and more projects. What has that been like? What has that process been so far? I mean, that's a broad question.
Tiring. I mean, it's been really good, actually, because I think the thing that we were most worried about in terms of growth is, maintaining our culture and maintaining our sense of community and kind of the identity that Rooster Teeth has developed over the years. And I think that, our fans really feel passionately about and don't want us to screw up. Mm-hmm. And I think one of our main strategies has always been to bring in people who are from the community, mm-hmm. and so that they really are invested in the culture of Rooster Teeth and really understand it. And we don't have to train them on, this is not really the Rooster Teeth aesthetic, that is, kind of things. So, I mean, you look at the people who are with us now who weren't before, they really were with us before. They were just community members, or fans, and now they're working for us.
Well, essentially they were part of the family before, but now they've just been brought in closer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, we showed a short that we just did. Now we're doing more RT shorts as a benefit for the Lazer Team, Indiegogo, and Blaine and Gilby, Adam were in it, and they were both Guardians. Mm-hmm. So it's things like that, that we really do try to keep it in the family.
Sure. Well, speaking of those shorts, what's it like doing? Because essentially, my understanding is with that you're returning to the older aesthetic, the season 1 aesthetic of The Office kind of things. How's that been so far?
I think it's really fun. I think it's really funny. I mean, I think we can make a lot of really fun stuff that way. They're going to look a little bit different because we're not in the same physical office.
Well, sure,
anymore.
and
just like we weren't for season 3 of shorts, mm-hmm. we had moved to a different office,
mm-hmm.
From seasons 1 and 2. But the humor is the same. Mm-hmm. A lot of the faces are the same, and it's nice to go back and do stuff that's kind of like back to our roots. We like to do that with Red versus Blue every so often as well, like kind of like reset and go to back to the more Blood Gulch style.
Sure. Well, essentially, I mean, Red vs. Blue season 11 was kind of just the same exact. It was not the same exact, but a very similar idea, similar storytelling as season 1. It was
it's in a similar
kind of canyon.
Mm-hmm. Same types of jokes. We wanted the kind of the camaraderie aspect of it, and people to feel like it was kind of back to roots, because we knew after season 10 we needed to do a reset.
Sure.
And you couldn't just. That was a big crescendo, season 10, and you can't just keep getting louder and bigger after that.
No.
You got to do something to change the tone, and it seemed like just a natural thing to bring it back to its origin.
That was only so loud you can get before you're literally just shouting at the fans.
Exactly.
The reset button is always a great thing to have.
Yeah.
So, okay, you mentioned Lazer Team.
Yes.
Congratulations on
Thank
the
you.
#1 Indiegogo. Holy crap! I mean,
What
was that? What was that like for you guys when that moment hit?
Oh, I think the phrase I've been using is, it's been shocking but not surprising.
Mm-hmm.
Shocking because where how could this happen? Where did all that money come from? But then not surprising because it's our fans are the best fans in the world, and we knew if we did something like this, they'd step up to the plate. We didn't realize they would hit a grand slam 50 times in a row at the plate, but we knew that they would step up.
Yeah.
So I'm just really excited about it. I'm really happy because we wanted to do something where it would make the community feel invested mm-hmm. in whatever the next really big production we did was, mm-hmm. and I feel like this is a great way to do that. And people are going to be going to see the movie and feel like they've really had helped a part in making it, and they really truly have.
Oh. I think that's the best thing about it. The way you're doing this is the investment people get out of it. So what can you tell me about Lazer Team so far? Whether it's who specifically is going to be directly working on it? I mean, what's your work going to be?
So I'll be directing it.
You'll be directing it, okay?
And Bernie and I have been working closely on stories. Bernie's original story, mm-hmm. And Chris Damaris and Josh Flanagan, mm-hmm. And Bernie and I have all been working on the script, and I think it's going to be really great. We've got some great talent that we've found from the kind of other productions that we've been doing mm-hmm. along the way. That was part of the reason for doing Day 5 and iBlade and some of the other longer form pieces that we've been doing is we wanted to go out and test out some talent.
Okay.
And work with them and make sure that they could integrate well with us, because on a project as big as Lazer Team, you know, we need a lot of departments that we don't normally have, you know, where you need a full art department and production design and wardrobe and visual effects and all of these things that really make a big movie happen and come together in a professional way. So we've had a really great time working with some new people, some great directors of photography that we hadn't worked with before. And I think everybody's going to see all the benefits of all the work we've been doing over the last 6 months applied to Lazer Team, and then ratchet up several more notches with the Indiegogo money. So we're excited about it.
That's awesome. So you have a history, from what I understand, someone mentioned, in visual effects. How do you feel your history with that is going to help? Because I imagine there's going to be, obviously, big film. You're going to have a lot of different kinds of effects and things like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely going to be calling in some favors from old friends.
Well, I mean, that's the best part of the history.
Yeah, in Hollywood, you know, it's like, hey man, remember that time I stayed up all night to help you with that thing? Can you do these shots for me in Lazer Team? So I'm looking forward to that for sure. But I think I feel really good about you know, our work on Lazer Team, not just in terms of the visual effects, but in terms of all of the production, because you know, I and a few of the other people at Rooster Teeth do have a background in professional production in Hollywood, but then we also have this long tradition of knowing how to squeeze every, you know, penny possible to get as much value out of it in an independent style of production like we do at Rooster Teeth. So we're hoping to marry the best of both worlds, you know, and really make the most use of those Indiegogo funds that we possibly can, but bring a true high-level, you know, professional look to the entire thing, while not sacrificing our indie aesthetics and our Rooster Teeth, you know, culture.
Well, you have to keep it familiar.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's not Rooster Teeth making it.
Yeah.
Which makes
But we're
sense.
not going to have like spaceships hanging on the end of a string dangling around like a, you know.
Well, I mean, one for the after credit sequence. Like you have that little stinger thing.
There you go.
You know, Lazer Team 2 now with strings and puppets because we spent all of your money.
There you go. But we'll have Gus just do it all with popsicle sticks. I think is probably what we'll do.
Okay, so that's the next Indiegogo campaign. That's Lazer Team 2. I'll give you $20 for it.
Gus has a popsicle, and he needs your help.
I very much like the idea, sir.
Yeah.
All right, so speaking of, though, some of the Lazer Team stuff, some of the stretch goals and stuff you've done, are you dreading Strangerhood 2?
Well, maybe so much I can't even discuss it. I'm going to curl up into the fetal position. Yeah. No, not at all. No, I mean, somebody asked me earlier, to the Guardian that I hadn't met before, asked me if I was responsible for Strangerhood, and I felt kind of sheepish about saying yes, and then I felt bad because she said, well, that was Strangerhood's the reason I found Rooster Teeth and started watching Rooster Teeth.
Me too.
You too. And not to say that I'm not proud of Strangerhood, because I am. It was just a hell of a lot of work.
Well, you have to get all the animations exactly at the right moment, right?
It was really hard, and especially compared to, we'd been doing Red vs. Blue for a year and a half when we started Strangerhood, and Red vs. Blue is not easy, but comparatively it's a heck of a lot easier than doing Sims animation.
Sure.
So I did have a little bit of flashbacks to, like, oh my god, how am I going to get this done? And I talked to Brandon about it, who was one of the only other people at the office who has done Sims animation, and he was like, this is really scaring me. So, but we've got a lot of people who are very excited about working on it at the office. I hear Carrie has been positioning to try to take over the writer-director slot.
Oh, so I'd love to see a Carrie done straight. So if that happens, I'm a huge Sims fan with my wife all the time. So it's and again, it's I knew Red vs. Blue from the school I briefly went to. People always watched it, but I wasn't a Halo guy, so I couldn't embrace that, I guess you could say. And then Strangerhood just came across. I couldn't tell you anymore where I came across it. Yeah. But I was a huge fan of that style. Would you be doing like The Sims 4? Do you know what?
Well, I think we'll probably do whatever is the newest version that's available to us. Yeah. So, yeah, and I hope I get to play a part in it in some kind of way. I mean, I really do, and it'll be fun. Of course, Ray has to do a ton of work.
Well, he's been Ray has to be in every scene, pretty much in just some way. Like, it could just be a Ray. It doesn't have to be a character. Like, later. It could just be Ray just standing there, just saying. So this is Strangerhood, huh?
Yeah.
We'll
just have a character picking roses in every...
I like it.
Yeah.
I like that idea. Yeah. All right, so 2 more questions for you.
Yeah.
One is, so what other projects, I know some other stuff has been announced, including, well, you guys are going into video game development.
Yes.
Which, let's start with that.
Sure.
Video game development. What was it? Jordan, who was a fan, again, pulling from the community, made this game. When did you decide that you were going to be doing that?
I think about a month and a half ago. Mm-hmm. I mean, with him in particular, but we've been working on trying to get something done for a Ruby video game, and then there's some other video game stuff that we're working on as well that is maybe too soon to talk about. But
sure,
we don't want to just do it where it's like just one-off thing. Mm-hmm. We'd like to make something bigger out of this and make more of a branch of Rooster Teeth where we're doing all kinds of games. Mm-hmm. So you can expect to find out some more about that soon. And another thing we're doing is partnerships, of course. And we've been friends with the guys at Certain Affinity for a long time.
Sure.
So we're excited about doing the bonus packs and things for the
Age
DLC,
of Booty.
Age of Booty. So I think that's going to be really great. People are going to love that.
Awesome. Well, I think we're out of time. So this has been Josh Sloan from Constantly Calibrating. Go to constantlycalibrating.com. Thanks for joining. And thanks for joining me, Matt.
Thank you.
Great to chat with
Appreciate
you.
Appreciate it.
Have to chat
I
more
look forward to talking with you about Strangerhood Season 2.
I will talk to you about that, most definitely, sir.